Italian skin. Hello, everyone. I am Anastasia Suarez, the founder of Anastasia Beverly Hills. I hope you know it. Yes. Anyone, how many of you are eyebrow artists, makeup artists? Yes. You love eyebrows, I'm sure. And you love not only our eyebrow products, but everything else eyeshadow, foundation, concealer. We have it all. We have you covered, right? Wonderful. So I wish I would have more time, but we have only 20 minutes and I will address some beautiful products to create the perfect eyebrow shape. As you know, in early 90s, I needed to fix my own eyebrows because I'm the victim of over tweezed eyebrow pencil thin and round, the 80s. I realized that in picture I look surprised because of my eyebrow shape. And I remember my art teacher in Romania um, always said, if you want to draw a portrait and you want to change an emotion, you change the eyebrow shape. That was very important. And he was the one introduced me to the entire theory of Leonardo da Vinci that he used in all his paintings. So I started going to the library to revisit the using all the ratio to create the perfect eyebrow shape. So to make it simple, easier for you, I'm going to show you how will be the perfect beginning. So you look in the mirror, and this is where your eyebrow should begin. Above, middle of inside of the nostril. You make a mark right there. That should be the beginning of the eyebrows. Outside corner of the nose, corner of the eyes, not the lashes, the eye should be the end of the eyebrows right here. So the end of her eyebrow is perfect. Now you look straight in the mirror or you look straight at me, tip of the nose, middle of the iris, this should be the highest part of the eyebrows. I created stencils. Yeah, I'm going to tell you. I created stencils and probably this will be easy for you to use the beginning, the highest arch, and the end, and you will see some lines that will be a standard deviation. How you use the stencil, you outline the outer part, the top part of the stencil with the top part of her eyebrows, and you fill this in, and you will create the perfect shade. You will get that. You always pick the shade that is one shade thicker than your own eyebrow, and you stop exactly where your eyebrow should stop, even if the stencil is longer. Okay, you remove this. This is a bridge that shouldn't exist there, but it is there just to not open too much. And you start brushing, and that could be this shape that you kind of need. It's a guideline. Okay, you need to brush this very well, and you create um, you will have a guideline. Now, start to fill in the eyebrows. Always remember, even if you do your eyebrow before or after makeup, always you have to clean the eyebrows. Like this brand touch line. Do you like it? I don't know. Okay, I didn't know. I just bought it not one time ago, but I like it. So what you do is clean very well the eyebrow area because you could have oily skin, you could have skincare, you could have foundation. So those will be a barrier on using your perfect product. Okay, I showed you the how to use the stencil. Now I do freehand because I designed those stencils, so I know the shape. Uh, but I want to clean the eyebrows very well and dry the skin. And I will start using the product. Now, we have, as you know, we have powders, we have pencils, mechanical pencils, we have it all. Depends what do you want to use, what is easier for you to use. But I want to introduce you today to a new product that we just came out with. It's going to be available at Ulta 4:30, so the end of the month. and fall in love with this pencil. So easy to use. I don't know about you, but I lose once I take off the caps of my pencil, I lose them. I don't put them back. This one doesn't have a cap. So what you need to do, you just roll this and you will see a chamber here. The pencil is still not there. You start clicking, you will hear a click, and you need to not open more than 1 millimeter. Okay. So I want the gentleman to see here. Yes. Very little because this is like a blade, very, very thin. So if you open too much, it's going to break, number one. And number two, when you finish, you roll it down and the pencil doesn't push down. It's just going to be just the case, just this wide case where the pencil is stored. Okay. So now you have a brush on this side and the way you apply. So what is different about this pencil? If you take brow definer, let's say, brow definer has more wax in it and emollient and the pigment. This one has much more pigment and less wax and emollient. So it's very easy to draw lines. I mean, you see the thinnest lines. You always hold it from the middle almost to the end of the eyebrow because you want to put very little pressure when you draw lines. Okay. So I'm gonna. We know exactly where her eyebrow should begin here. And this is the highest part. To create an arch, always the inner part should be lower and this should be higher. This is what we want to do. uh, I like always to start, if you do freehand, to start from the highest part of the eyebrows. And I'm going to create hairs like strokes in the direction of the hair growth. Okay, he's here, you could see it. So for all of you to see better, I'm going to use one shade darker. So what I want to mention is that this pencil, because it's so thin, you could use a darker color, like taupe or soft brown. I could use medium brown from the highest part towards the end because we have less hair there. And this pencil, it's so thin, even if it's darker, we need to here. So I want everyone to see. You see it? Yeah. Okay. It is so good. And want to it mimics hairs like strokes. Now, right here, I fill this in. Now I need to lower this part and I am going to use, I mean, when I say hairs like strokes, I mean it. This is such amazing pencil. Don't put too much pressure. Okay, you don't need to put the less pressure. It's almost like feather. The less pressure you put, the better the thinner the hair is going to look like. Sir, can you see it? I want everyone to see the beauty of this pencil. Seriously, it is so good. Okay, you brush. So I'm trying to create a lower eyebrow here. I'm going to fill this in only by making them look very natural. Now I want to create even a little higher area here. I want to, I'm conscious of not blocking for you. You see how fine and beautiful it is. Then with the spoolie to create a more natural look. Now, what I do after that, always use two colors to create dimension in two products. So I have the Archie Brow, which shade that you desire, you brush, you blend, and then you use the Archie Brow. And I could use soap brown in microscope create more hairs like strokes, and I will create dimension. This will be kind of two colors. Even if I use medium brown or archy brown and this medium brown, it's this because it's liquid, it's a little bit darker. So just be aware of that. So at the end, I'm going to use the medium brown in archy brown micro strokes and shape this. This is the brush is super thin. So you want, oh my God, I have only 9 minutes. Jeez, this is, I need few hours to talk about eyebrows. I'm right. So look at this, how beautiful it is. Look at that. And here, I'm gonna go from the top down, but you could do whatever you want. Okay, so look at this. And you could create, this is the thinnest pencil ever. Okay, now even if you, the line is not perfect, that's okay because I am gonna use this product to outline. The Pro Pencil is the best. We even have time to use with the brush blend, but it's good to blend. Where is the brush? Man, come on. We have the brush 20. Okay, it's here. So what you do before you brush through the eyebrow because the white is going to go through the eyebrows and make this feel more natural. And then you use the, did you try our impeccable foundation? Is the best. You use to clean the top with foundation because when you brush a lot of product that is darker is going to be there. So you clean this very well. And here as well, that is perfect. And then I go with this. Now, if somebody doesn't have an arch, this too low, this too high, you use you will use the our shadow is the smooth blurring contouring because this is going to give you a, almost like a lower look. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that this part, and you could go on the nose and blend this very well. Okay, so look at her. Now you set everything with the freeze gel. Now I know many of you use this, but this is a little tricky how to use it. The wiper is round, this is the brush, it's flat. You clean this very well. Don't put too much product. That's why you need to clean it. And you brush only through the hair. Don't touch the skin. If you touch the skin, you remove the product and gets goopy and it's not good. Okay, you brush it very well. Okay, like this. You leave, and if you still need, you take a little bit from the your hand. You wait a few seconds, and then with a clean brush, you just roll the hair the way you want it to dry the eyebrows. Like I created this because my eyebrow goes down here. So I blend and I take the microscope and archy brow at the end. But when I brush the hair over, it doesn't show anymore the the pencil. So when this dries in 3 minutes, this should be the last in your makeup routine because it doesn't move. It's extreme cold. The the brow gel that is very good. It's medium cold. This brow crease is extreme cold. So now when the I use that, I could see some empty spots and I will use again a little bit in between to create really the best eyebrow you ever had. Okay. Okay. Let me use I have a tattoo. I have a model. Thank you. Thank you. The before and after. Sorry, I'm late because I have 5 more minutes, but I have one model that has tattoos, microblading, and you know the color changes blue black. I'm going to show you how to cover that. As you all know, once you get you have clients or yourself, if you have microblading, it turns blue, black, or pink, or other colors. I have the Pro Pencil number 3 here, and I need to use kind of conceal the the tattoo. Why I like this? Because it's very dry. It's not like concealer. Concealer runs a little bit. Okay, it's too creamy. So I use this, and as well I use this from it's carnation pink from our uh, Magic Touch blush trio. This color is perfect, and I'm gonna use this cover the blue blush of the tattoo. Okay, then I am gonna use our loose powder. Set that. Already kind of disappeared. Now I want to show you another great product that I love. This is our brow freeze box story. If it's happened to you open and you leave it open, the air is going to make a white cast. If you happen that to you, two drops of water. This is soluble in water. It's going to be revitalized. The same thing with the deep brow. If you still have deep brow and it dries, this is soluble in oil. Put 2 drops of oil. Okay. So now use very little, not too much. Half the brush, the spoolie, only on one side. And now I'm going to roll this over. I would roll the brush to make sure the extra, I will take the extra off. And I am going to use the brush 7 or 12. Okay, but I use a little bit of the wax, clean this perfect. And you guys, I hope you have this professional palette because it's the best one. If you are so now let me use. I just have this. I don't roll. It's like stamping. Okay. So now I'm going to use this to create hairs like strokes and cover the tattoo that it is quite difficult to handle. Yes. You guys have clients or you have tattoo and it's difficult now? Yeah. Yes. What is the most difficult part?
Finding a shade.
Yes. So you need to cover the stencil. The stencil. You need to cover that too, and then you come with the archy brow. You use the powder. Uh, Everybody think if I get tattoo, I don't need to spend too much time. No, you need to spend more time than you spend before. Because you need to cover. You need to. I know this is what my clients always say. Oh, I need to do that because this one. It's gonna just wake up in the morning and I don't need any sweat. We need to cover. Okay, now I am gonna use volumizing tinted gel. So constantly her eyebrow is going to be a little ashy because of the blue. So I like to use if any of you, if you have oily skin and you put a color, powder, pencil, whatever, and gets ashy, you need to use Auburn volumizing tinted gel because this will break the ashiness and it's gonna be almost like brown color. You see it? Yeah. You break down ashes with red, auburn color in pencils, in everything, or chocolate. Anything that is red undertone. Don't use anything dark because it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work well. Okay. Now I'm gonna create even more. I need to- Okay, and the magic after I use medium brown, I'm gonna use medium brown in microstroke. Okay, well, do this because you want to make sure the ink is always at the top. And now we create the most realistic hairs like strokes. It's nothing that will give you a better look than this. You could use top to bottom or the other way around. I like to create because the tattoo is always so like solid. I like to use almost like something. Oh, I have a full eyebrows. Can you take a shot of this, please? Oh, I need to wrap up this. You use this as a highlighter and you use the brow crease to set everything. Or in her case, I could use the clear brow gel. Whatever you guys prefer. Yes, I know. This is what I do. Beautiful eyebrows. Thank you guys. I'm so excited.